After 6,241 kilometers through Italy, Spain, Portugal, France and now the Netherlands, we arrive at our last destination, Workum. Only one more week on the road left and a lot of questions. When you dream of van life, it's this you usually imagine. Adventure, space, freedom. The long road stretching ahead and maybe the idea that somewhere out there you'll finally arrive in your own life. But what does really happen after so much time on the road?
Wanna go explore?
Does it change the way you see things, the way you take up space in the world? Will you still be searching for freedom or start trusting life a little more? Let's find out. So first things first, kite obsessions. Our last stop went one more time all in on being dragged by a kite through the sea. As you may know or not, Ollie's been kitesurfing for years and I'm still learning.
The water side already works. And now it's the transitions.
Workum was perfect. Shallow and flat water and a lot of wind. So yes, our final stop was full-on kiting. And we loved it. I made progress and I could not get my eyes off this amazing beach. Those colors, the white of the sand and the greenish-grayish blue of the water. It was mind-blowing. The freedom to tap into moments like this has made me remember how fun life can be. How light it can actually feel when you let it in. And if you're into kiting, a Kitesurfing Workum episode will be up next. Next, our van travel adventure switched from kiting to explore because the wind had died again. But the sun was shining, the road spread ahead, and we decided to go on one last spontaneous road trip.
Driving to Texel.
Flat lands flashing by, sheep and more sheep, tiny red-roofed houses, windmills, plenty of Netherlands treasures. We drove across a gigantic, forever stretching 32-kilometer-long dam. Suddenly, the traffic stopped. The street rotated open to let more than 100 sailboats pass.
They keep going and it's already going on for 5 minutes now.
For a second, we imagined maybe we should really try to live in a sailboat one day.
You want a sailboat?
Yeah, it'd be nice. I picked out a few that went by.
That's the thing about a journey like this. It makes it easier to notice. Every moment is a chance to rewrite what you think your life is. Anyways.
We wanted to go as pedestrian, but we ended up in the line and then the price wasn't so awful, like 46 euros round trip. So now we are going to Texel by car and we can even stay the night.
Texel was beautiful. As it all opened, the journey began to quiet down, drifting closer and closer to its inevitable ending.
Maybe there's another chance to kite tomorrow, otherwise it's about time to leave and our first big trip with the moose is about over because Ollie has to take the ferry and I have to go back to Berlin for a while.
It was time to head back south to our amazing kite spot find, Workum. We arrived, eager to pump our kites, but the stage had changed. The beach all of a sudden was calm and empty. No people, nobody really. Such a different face of a place that only days ago was crowded like no other. Forecasts can't be trusted. Instead, a crowd of swans made me think of the tale of the ugly duckling. And standing there watching those swans, I'd never seen that many in my life. They held a deeper meaning for me, as if the moment said, "We found your place." And with this new sense of belonging, our last night of the journey had arrived, together with millions of flies. Are there downsides? Yes, there are. Do they matter? In the end, I don't think. How to honor a journey like this? How to celebrate what we lived? Of course, with pizza. Yes, so much had happened. And one last pizza was the perfect way to bring it to a worthy ending. So, is van life worth it emotionally? The next morning, we woke up in Germany.
Wow, it just rained. Very fitting to my mood. Sad, I want to leave.
A run-down parking lot near Hamburg. Somehow, even this plain roadside spot in good old Germany had one more little adventure in store. Sheep. Very insistent sheep, making absolutely sure we wouldn't forget them.
Our very last morning. And just like that, our last morning has arrived. Our last morning.
Yes, I said it a few times that morning. This is it, the last day. And no, I wasn't ready.
Packing up, not ready.
Should this journey have taught me how to let go?
Getting the backpack closed. I can't leave. Can't get my backpack.
Well, it clearly hadn't. And then it was really time to go. Somehow this journey had grounded me. I feel much more capable now and I worry much less. Now there's so many places that feel familiar, spots we can return to or decide to skip. At least a fraction of the map isn't abstract anymore, it's personal. Way fewer things feel impossible. I don't know if it needs a van and 6,000 kilometers to feel that kind of freedom or belonging, but I know I feel it now. And maybe you can too, right here where you already are.